Stop, watch shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot. Shit got super hot. Hey, give me my respect. Give me my respect.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Raw, and we're back for another Myteam tutorial video. Another playbook coming at you. This time it's a highly requested one, and it's the Bucks playbook. I mean, this is a 5-out video, guys, but not only is it how to 5-out, it's how to do it effectively. And believe it or not, there is a lot of money plays in this Bucks playbook. I've sifted through it. I've got all the money plays out of it, and I'm here to bring it to you guys. I don't like to run 5-out all the time, but I mean, it's kind of the direction the game's gone. I mean, I watch a lot of comp games, you know, a lot of competitive players play, and all the guys that are qualifying are pretty much running this playbook, 5-outing, Euro step spam, but there's a lot of, it's boring to me to watch as well. I mean, I want to see it changed up a bit. I mean, it's just the direction the game's gone. It's the easiest way to win. I want to mix it up a bit. Hopefully those sort of players see this playbook tutorial and see the money plays in them, so it's not just 5-out, because I want to see some good competitive games up there. I mean, seeing two people 5-out back and forth, I mean, it's just not really entertaining to me. I mean, there's a lot of skilled players out there, but when it's just back and forth, 5-out, dribble moves, Euro steps, I mean, it's just boring. Hopefully they can see this tutorial, throw some money plays at them, and hopefully we see them used in competitive games from here on out. Unfortunately, I can't compete in the 250k tournament, because when the tournament goes live, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and there's just not enough games being played. I mean, I've got to wait 10 minutes for a game, so pretty much if you're not living in America or Canada, it's pretty much impossible to qualify, which is disappointing. But at the same time, all the people that are qualifying are pretty much 5-outing, and I think this will throw a spanner in the mix. I mean, I've seen a lot of Bucks playbook tutorials, but none of them have been this in-depth. None of them have shown the plays that I'm about to show. So, and since they changed it, the price has just skyrocketed because everyone's found out about the 5-out. But unless you can do it effectively, it's not going to work for you. Not this year. It's not as bad as last year. Last year was ridiculous with the blow buys. And I'll just quickly show you my Bucks playbook lineup. So I'll just show you my lineups quickly for my next playbook. This is the playbook I'm running with and my team currently. So as you can see, it's going to be different to my Bucks playbook. I did get the new signature limited Gilbert Arenas gameplay coming soon. But here, as you can see, we've got Chris Webber at power forward, Andre Karolinko at power forward. If we go over to our Bucks playbook, I run Giannis at power forward, and I've got Magic at power forward. And I'll show you during this playbook why it's effective to have those sort of players at the power forward. So without further ado, let's get into this playbook tutorial, guys. If you are new, please leave a like, subscribe. Much more tutorials on the way. I hope you enjoy it, guys. Let's get into the Bucks playbook. Let's do it. Alright, first up, guys, we got Fist 5-out 5, which is a pick and fade 3-pointer. You run it through your point guard. As you can see there, I drive around my center who sets the screen. The baseline was open, so I took it in for a drive. This time we get covered. It's just simple kick out to your center, and it's a splash 3. So you want to make sure you got shooters everywhere. Like I said before, it's a 5-out setting, this playbook. You want to make sure you can shoot in every position. So here we go in a game time situation. I run it through my point guard. Baseline's open. I'm going to take it through and dunk. Here we go again, Fist 5-out 5, gonna wait for the screen. I'm gonna go around the baseline, see I get covered, kick it out to Granger, and it's an easy 3-point play. So next up we got Fist 45 down, which is a pick and roll. It's a high pick and roll. As you can see there, we get the screen, run in and drive. It's just a read and react, guys. There's a lot of help's gonna come. As you can see there, as I drive around the center, the help came from my shooting guard and left him open. This time we're gonna be a pick and roll. We're gonna give it into the center. And this time you're going to see Giannis in the corner cut in once his man leaves him. And right there we get the cut, and it's just a read and react. So you just go off whatever your opponent gives you. If he doesn't have help defense on there, our shooting guard goes to the corner. It's an open 3. Very easy play. It's just a simple high pick and fade, pick and roll. And you just go off what the defense gives you. So here we go in a game time situation. We get the pick from Wilt. We step back. We pass it into Wilt. We could have popped the 3 there, but Wilt cut. It was just a safer option. So here we go again, we play it through our point guard, which is Gilbert Arenas. We're going to get the pick from Wilt. We see Wilt again, go into him, easy pick and roll, guys. Simple as that. So we're going to set it again here. High pick and roll, go around. Easy alley-oop, so there's 3 times into Wilt. So we'll go one more time here, Fist 45 down, get the screen. This time we're going to leave it wide open. If you've got a good finishing point guard, easy buckets. Next up we got Fist 71 angle, which is a pick and fade 3-point play on the side. As you can see there, we set the screen, baseline's open, we just take it in for the drive. And here we go again, once again, you want to make sure you got your center who can shoot 3s. We get covered on the baseline, kick it out, easy 3-point play. So here we go in a game time situation. Gilbert Arenas, and looks like Giannis is going to set the screen. Gilbert Arenas blasts through, drives into the baseline, gets the bucket. And here we go again with Magic, and it looks like Karolinko is going to be seeing the screen. So we drive in, basket's wide open, we get covered, but we get the M1 and then contact, easy money. And here we go again, looks like AK is going to be the screen setter. We're going to get covered, we'll kick it out to AK, and he's going to splash the 3 for us. Next we got Fist 91 Sive Down, which is a pick and roll play. As you can see there, we play it through our point guard, gets the double screens, we go open for the 3-point play. And here we go again, we run to our spot, trigger the double screens, we run around. This time we're just going to charge in, leaves the lane wide open, drags their bigs out, forces them to guard your men. So it leaves the lane wide open. Here we go again, this time your center rolls, and it's just easy money. So here we go in a game time situation. Fist 91 side down, you want to play it through your point guard. If you've got a good finishing point guard, it's just going to be money most of the time. This play, it's really effective. So here we go again, we trigger the double screens. And look at how wide the lane's open. The lane's just wide open for Magic. So here we go again, Fist 91 side down. The beauty of 5-out playbooks is that everyone's going to stand behind the perimeter. So if you see their opponent leave them, like I do here with Clay, as I drive in, we get covered. Clay's man leaves him wide open in the corner. We icon pass it over to him and splash the 3. It's just awesome work. Make sure you got your shooters everywhere. So here we go one more time through Magic. Wait for the double screens to trigger. We go around, we get covered by Blake, but Wilt rolls around, we throw up the alley-oop, easy money. Next we got Fist Point 4, which is a money 3-point play. It's a pick and roll play, but it's a 3-point play, and most of the time it's going to be money. So you play it through your point guard. As you see there, you wait for the double screens to trigger, you run around them, and that's going to set another set of double screens for your shooting guard to flare out to the top of the key for an open 3. So here we go again, we play it through Bledsoe, we wait for the double screens to come up the top, we roll around and watch the double screen come in for your small forward. Your small forward's going to flare out and get open most of the time. Easy money. Here we go in a playtime situation. Play it through our point guard, which is Gilbert Arenas. We're going to sit there at the top and wait for the double screens to come. There it is. We run around, there are 2 bigs with double screen. Danny Granger coming out the top of the key. He's got the quick release, easy money buckets. So one more time, play it through your point guard, Fist Point 4. Wait for the double screens to trigger at the top of the key. Run around those, and the double screens will be set for your small forward to pop out at the top, and it just gives them so much space to hit the 3. Next we have ISO 5-out pinch. We play it through our point guard again. We pass it twice, we hold on the second pass. Our point guard's going to go in and screen our shooting guard, who's going to flare out for the 3. So here we go again, we hold it, shooting guard flares out, gets the screen. Now this play benefits of having a big point guard. As you can see here, I switched it to Giannis as point guard to show you what happens if you get covered on that shooting guard. So as you can see there, our shooting guard's covered, and we pass it down low to our point guard, which is Giannis in this situation, and it's an easy one-on-one move. So I'll show you again. We've moved Giannis to point guard to show you guys, to demonstrate this. I pass that to our shooting guard, we get covered, but then it leaves ISO for our point guard. He's mismatched, and it's easy buckets for Giannis. We're going to bully him down and just yam it on him. So here we go in a game time situation. We're going to give 2 passes off, pass it to Paul George, make sure you're holding protect the ball, left trigger. Scotty's going to flare around, open 3 at the top of the key. And because we got Magic at point guard, he's obviously a mismatch for most point guards. I think we're on Arenas there. Yeah, we're on Diamond Gilbert Arenas. So we pass it to Paul George. This time Scotty's going to get covered. And we see that. We pass it down low to Magic. We're going to put a spin move on Gilbert, and there's no stopping that. It's an easy bucket. Next we got quick 5-out, which is a 3-point play. You can see there we hold it on the second pass, kick it back to our point guard, who gets screened by a small forward, open 3. This time we're going to get covered off the screen. As you can see, we don't get covered. It's going to turn into a simple pick and roll. Giannis' man comes over to help, leaves Giannis open for the cut. So here we go in a game time situation. You want to play it through the player you want to have the initial 3-ball chance with. So here we chuck it to Giannis, pass it over to Magic. We're going to kick it over to Paul George, who gets open from the screen, open 3. Now I'm going to show you what happens when we get covered off that screen. So I'm going to come down, pass to our power forward, which is AK-47, pass it over to Magic. AK is going to come back out and screen Paul George. He's not going to be open. Now we try to roll and we get covered. So AK flares out for the pick and fade, and we green an easy 3. Next we have quick delay, which is another great 3-point play. As you can see, we hold on the second pass. Our point guard goes into screen and comes back out for the open 3. So it's very effective. He gets a lot of space. The second option is to hold it with your big man, hand it off to your point guard, and 2 pin down screens will happen, as you can see, for your small forward and shooting guard. So it's pretty much just a read and react. Whoever's more open, pass the ball, and it's pretty much an open 3 every time. Very effective against off-ballers because they can't cover both players. So here we go in a game time situation. You want to run it through your player. The player you want to shoot the initial 3, that's who you want to run it through. You want to make it sure they got the 3-point play though. Quick delay. So as you see, we play it through Paul George. He goes down the screen. Then he gets the screen as he flares out. Leaves him wide open for the 3 points. Very effective against off-ballers, guys, this play. It's very good. The second option kills off-ballers most of the time. So I'll show you one more time. Pass it to Giannis. Make sure your left trigger, protect the ball. Paul George is going to flare out. This time he gets covered, but it just turns into a simple pick and roll. Give it back to Giannis. Easy money most of the time under the buckets for Giannis. So we run through the second option here. We hold it with Wilt. Make sure your left trigger, protect the ball. Hand off to Paul George. Shooting guard and point guard. Going to flare out off the pin down screens. Each of them going to be open. Just pick whoever's most open and get you the most shots. So you want to have quick releases too. So here we go one more time. We're going to go to the other side this time. Give it to Wilt. Protect the ball. Left trigger. Who's more open this time? Looks like Gilbert Arenas. Look at that. He took so long that time to gather himself, set his feet. He had that much space. He was still able to get it off. So we'll go one more time to Gilbert Arenas, I think, this time. This time we go back to Gilbert. And he catches it way better. Another easy 3 points. Next we have quick delay 2. Another 3-point play, which is very similar to the last. Our first option is to pass to the big man, as you see. Our point guard would then run and get screened into the corner. Open 3. This time we hold it with the big man. We ignore the first pass. We hand it off to our shooting guard. And then once again, the pin down screens on either side. Once again, just choosing whoever's more open on each side. So we pass it to our big man. We ignore the first pass as he runs to the corner. Our shooting guard's going to come up and get the handoff. And then our point guard and small forward will get pin down screens. And it should be an easy shot either side. So once again, just read and react. An off-ball killer again. But we're not done there. The last option is just to hold it with the point guard. Triggered double screens will come up. Run around. Easy drive into the paint. So once again, the last option in this play is just to hold it. Ignore everything. Wait for the double screens to come. You're going to get an easy run into the lane, or it's going to turn into a pick and roll, pick and fade. We go into the center that time, get an easy lane. So here we go in a game time situation. Playing it through Paul George. We give it to Wilt. Protect the ball. Paul George runs to the corner, and he's going to splash a corner 3. So very effective play right there. Easy 3-point play. I'll show you it again. Hold with Wilt. Make sure you're protecting the ball with your left trigger. Paul George is going to get the screen. We pass it to him, and he's going to be open most of the time for the easy 3. So here we go is the second option. We play it through Paul George again. Pass it to Wilt. We're going to hold it with Wilt. Ignore the corner pass this time. Make sure you're protecting the ball, left trigger. We're going to hand off to our point guard. And with our shooting guard and small forward, we'll get pinned down screens. This time I select Clay. He's more open. And he splashes a 3. So same play again. We're going through the second option. This time we got Hito Turkoglu out there, the absolute god. We pass it to our center, who's Chris Webber. We're going to ignore that corner pass. Our point guard will come get the handoff. Make sure you hold the left trigger. Make sure you don't get stripped. And we're going to see who comes off more open. And we wait. There's Hito. He gets the space off the screen and splashes a 3. So then the last option, obviously, is just to hold it with Paul George here. Whoever you got the player, you hold it. Wait for the double screens to trigger. And just look how much space you get off these double screens, guys. If you've got a good finishing player, I mean, that's just going to be buckets every time. So one more time, I just want to show you guys how much space this actually creates. So we wait, we just hold it, wait for the double screen, and you're just going to get so much space. You could even just stop, pop the 3, but I just chose to run in, easy 2. Now these next 2 plays weren't actually in the Bucks playbook, funnily, but I know they're in the Bucks playbook, so I used it through OKC because I know Paul George has this. It's called give delay, which is a handoff play. As you can see there, we go to our center, we bump the point guard's man, and we give it to the point guard. Make sure your point guard has limitless or deep range though, because it's going to be a limitless or deep range shot. This time we ignore that handoff, and as you can see there, our shooting guard flares around double screens, gets the open shot 3. This time we're just going to ignore all options straight away. Once again, it's just a high double screen. We're going to get an easy bucket here, easy pick and roll there, or an easy lane dunk. So we're going to wait again. Wait for the double screens to come. There it is. And this time, as you can see there, Terrence Ferguson, who's not the fastest player at all, it's just an easy lane. So here we go in a game time situation. Give it to Clay. We're going to give it off to Wilt there. And as you can see, we're going to see Gilbert Arenas come around. We're going to protect the ball, bump his man, and we get that limitless 3. Obviously, the new Gilbert Arenas is a limited one as well. Gameplay coming soon. I mean, he's limitless, quick release. It just makes it so much easier. So this time I'm going to ignore that handoff. And as you can see here, everyone goes down, double screen for Clay. Clay runs around to the top of the key and splashes a 3 for us. This time, we're going to go into Wilt once again. We're going to ignore the handoff. And now once again, we're going to see Clay come around the double screens, get even more space this time, and once again, same result, splash a 3. So the last option, obviously, is just to hold it. This time we got Granger, beautiful finisher, very quick handles. We're going to wait for the double screen to trigger. There it goes. And once again, it just gives us that much more room, run in, and posterize shape. Next up, we got Punch 5 out Hawk. Absolute money play. You're going to get buckets most of the time. We play it through Paul George. As you can see, it goes in the screen, gets the double screen, runs out, splashes a 3. So keep your eye on Paul George. We run through Paul George. He runs in the screen, the wing. And then his man gets double screen. He runs around and gets... So here we go in a game time situation. Keep your eye on Scotty. So Scotty's going to run in, put a screen down for your point guard. And then Scotty's man's going to get double screen, leave him wide open for the 3. And it's just going to be buckets most of the time for you guys. It's a very simple play. Money play at that as well. Always guaranteed 3 points most of the time. So as you can see here, keep your eye on Paul George. He runs to the corner, screens Magic's man. Then he's going to get the double screen, run out, and just left open 3 points. Alright guys, next we got ISO 5 out. Now this is for your point guard. So you want, if you got a big point guard, a Magic, a Giannis, a LeBron, you want to run this through him. This is a 5 out setting, and it's going to exploit all the mismatches at point guard. I know a lot of people run big point guards now though, so it's not really a mismatch unless you really know your dribble moves, your Euro steps obviously. So you can see here, I'm just dribbling past. Easy money really against a mismatch in Moutier. Giannis at point guard. I know a lot of people run him at point guard. It's just easy money. This is how you 5 out. Your boys are going to stay on the perimeter at all times. Obviously, if they're off ball or any help comes, you can just kick out. That's why you need to make sure you got shooters everywhere to make them pay when the help comes. There's a nice Euro slam. So here we go. We run it through Magic. We've got the 5 out. You hang back. Make sure they're on position. You want to expose them. You want to use dribble moves like behind the back. You want a Euro step. You want a Euro dunk. And really take it to them. Spin moves, all that good stuff. So here you go again. We got Kyrie. That's why I'm showing you. We got Kyrie here with the mismatch. I'm running Magic, and it's just so easy, guys. I mean, 5 out. It's so easy to get around them. And as you can see here, we're just playing around. Got some dribble moves on him. There we go. He sends the double team, and we just make him pay with Clay, who's waiting there for the open 3. So here we go again. He's decided to off ball. So all I got to do is get around this computer. He's going to come around to help. I kick it to Wilt, and Wilt's good enough to make him pay from deep. So one more time, we set 5 out. Everyone runs to their spots. Yep, all good. And he's pretty much given up. Run in, easy dunk. So next out, we got Fist 5 out, which is your power forward 5 out setting, but it's also a money play. I'm going to run you through the money play first, and then I'm going to show you how to exploit 5 out using your power forward. So the money play, you pass to your power forward, you pass it to your center. Your small forward run around a double screen and get wide open. This is a money play, guys. You'll get 3 points out of it most of the time. Now, the 5 out setting I'm talking about is right here. You pass it to your power forward who goes to the top of the key. I can't really show you it properly though in training because it triggers the play. I'll show you in game how to actually trigger the 5 out setting with your power forward to exploit those slower power forwards. That's why people run power forwards like Magic, Giannis, and I think this is the more effective way to run 5 out other than the other way. So here we go in our game setting. We're going to run through the money play right here. So we pass to Gilbert, go to Giannis, go to Wilt, and then we're going to see Paul George come around the double screens and get wide open for the 3. There it is. Boom, easy money 3. Double screens are always money. So here we go again. I'll run you through the money play one more time. You pass it twice. Make sure you left trigger and hold it with your center. Your small forward will flare around the double screens and then splash. I'll show you guys one more time just to demonstrate how much space this creates. You see AK-47, then we'll get into the 5 out setting using this play. So there's another 3-point play. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be running this through our point guard. So you need to make sure that your point guard has Fist 5 out, and you want your power forward to be the 5 out player that you want to run. So this player needs to have good dribble moves, he needs to be quick, and he needs to be able to finish around the rim. So in this situation I got Danny Granger. Just because he's very fast, he can drive and he can pop that 3 with the quick release. So you run it through your point guard, and as long as you don't pass it to him, your power forward will stay at the top of the key and receive the 5 out setting. Hence why you need a good isolation player And this time I got Danny Granger again. This time we just put him on skates. I mean, look at that. Back and forth, drive in. Now we've done that 2 times in a row. We're going to be able to get a nice 3-pointer on him. So he's a bit hesitant to come and guard us. We come in, we step back, and we can pop that 3 over him all day. So this is a 5-out setting I found to be more effective than the other way, running it through your point guard, because most people run big point guards. And I find if you exploit your power forward position, you can use a Giannis, you can use a Granger, whatever player has those sort of moves. Here we go with the Giannis. I'm going to show you right here. So we're going to play it through our point guard, and obviously our power forward's going to get it. We're going to go around the back, drive around Griffin. We've got the speed on Griffin. We're going to get around him most of the time. So here we go again. We're going to run through Magic. So we don't pass it to Magic, and we're just going to exploit the 5-out. This time we get held up. He's chosen the off ball. So we're backing down Blake, he leaves Wilt way too open, and Wilt's going to make him pay. And there you have it, guys. There's my Bucks playbook tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helps you get some more W's. I've had a lot of positive feedback so far with my playbook tutorials. Thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate it. We're nearing on 2K subs now. We're getting there, guys. We're starting to build a nice little following. So thank you guys for the support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much more to come. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you turn the notifications on. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.